Hello YouTube, welcome back to KT Replicas. My name's Caden, and this is my take on Mr. Knight's helmet from Moon Knight. This helmet was a blast for me to make, since this is the first time I've been able to use LED eyes. I think it turned out amazing. I also love the look of this white color scheme. This mask was 3D printed using paid files from Nico Industries that I will link in the description below. With all that being said, let's get right into this. Firstly, we need to print the model. Thanks to Nico Industries, I only had to make slight changes to the scale of this file to make it fit my head. While we watch this file print, I'd like to take a second to talk about who Mr. Knight is. Mr. Knight, aka Steven, is an alter ego of Moon Knight, Mark Spector. In the show, you get to watch them switch personalities, and with this comes two different armor sets. My favorite of the two, of course, being Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight's design is supposed to represent Steven's version of power and control. It's sleek, stylish, and modern, and it's meant to represent Steven's calmer, more analytical personality. Anyways, before I get carried away, I did print this helmet without supports on the top of the dome. Although many slicers do automatically place them there, I feel it is a waste to film it because my printer can handle it by itself. I have heard different opinions on this though. Some people like to use supports for peace of mind just to guarantee that the print won't fail, and others just like to put one little beam up to the top just to make sure. But it's all personal preference. Now that our print is finally done, we can get to the most exciting part of this helmet in my opinion, putting in the LED eyes. Now for this, I used a combination of tapes. I used electrical tape around the actual eye to prevent damage in case I did end up messing up, which is inevitable. But once I got it where I wanted it, I put Gorilla Tape around the edges to guarantee that this tape would not peel up. One thing I did learn during this process is that these LED lights are strong. The light was just bright enough that you could see it shine through the plastic. Thankfully though, the solution to this is really quick and easy. Just put a layer of tape where the light seeps through the plastic. And here's what it looks like at the end of the eye installation. Super cool. I got these lights off of Amazon. They're powered by a AAA battery pack that I just glued to the face right here. Here you can also see the really simple taping job I did to get these eyes into place. It doesn't have to be anything complicated, whatever works for you. Now, this mask was designed to sit as snugly on your face as possible. Because of this, most models come with the back part separated so that you can actually put this model on your head, since this neck hole is way too small. Because of this, we need to find a way to connect this piece while also maintaining our ability to open and close it. Although some models come with magnet insertions designed into the model, this one did not, so I had to get a little bit creative. I swung by my local hardware store and picked up 4 magnets, just small enough to fit on these elastic bands here that I have left over from past projects. I did have to make sure though that these magnets were really strong, because if this backplate's going to be held together by just 4 magnets, they're going to need to be able to carry their weight. Now what I did right before pressing record was glue these 2 magnets to 2 small strips of elastic band. The idea behind this was to just give these small magnets more surface area to stick to the inside of this helmet. Once I glued those into place, I moved on to the next part. Again, I glued magnets to the end of an elastic band, this time longer than the other one. This one would serve as some sort of arm, I guess, its whole purpose being to stretch from the back plate to the face plate, grasping onto the magnet, pulling them together. My biggest tip for this portion is to quadruple check your magnet polarity. I got it wrong twice and I had to go back, peel up the elastic, and start over. Thankfully, I caught it before either of my glues dried. Now here's what the inside of the mask looks like. As you can see on the left and the right are the arms that I described earlier, reaching from the back plate to the face plate, pulling the back to the front. And on the top, I just put 2 elastic bands together to act as some sort of hinge. After waiting a while for the glue to dry, we can finally move on to the painting process. The hardest part about this was figuring out whether I should even be painting this thing at all. In all of the reference pictures, up this seam, it is pretty dark, but it's hard to tell whether that's actually a part of the mask. The one thing I did know though is that this mask just didn't look complete to me. It felt bland and I feel like it didn't have any life yet, so I decided I'm just gonna send it. I got Folk Art Satin Black, some random gray paint I found in the house, and then I swung by Target and I got some white paint. For most of this process, I'm just going to be lightly dry brushing the areas that I see most of the contrast in. For this part, I find it best to just throw on a movie and relax. You'll get the best results by taking your time and doing it the right way. Now, I have no idea if I did this right or not, since I'm not really much of a painter, but I started with black and then gradually moved to a lighter shade. I'm really glad that I didn't end up skipping out on the paint job because this was pretty fun. But anyways, just like that, that's the finished product. In comparison to my other builds, this mask was much simpler, but that doesn't mean it can't look just as cool. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and sticking around on this journey with my Mr. Night mask. Here are the glamour shots, and I hope you have a great day.